Hello, everybody. How's everybody doing tonight? Give me just a moment. I'm getting everything set up. I am starting a new schedule, trying to get a new routine going, and part of that includes doing my streams every single day. And this should be, if everything goes according to plan, my normal streaming schedule here at 10:30 p.m. EDT. As you can see, things may look a little bit different. I've got a shiny new layout for the streams, and let's get started. So for those of you who don't know, I'm Karen Driel, and this is a Baldur's Gate challenge playthrough. Okay, where were we? It's been a few days since I last played. I have actually not gotten a chance to check on Zerlong's Missing Boots to see if that is a quest I can actually complete. Last time we found out that I may have messed up and done things in a way that caused the boots to despawn. Hopefully that's not the case, but we will worry about that at another time. Right now, there is a bandit camp that we want to go find and eliminate. So let's see here. We'll head to Larswood first. It is good and dark. Excellent. That's awesome. Just dandy. I believe here's where we need to go. Somewhere around here. Aha! Here we go. Oh, right, they can't see us. We're hidden in shadows. Considering that we're a monk, I'll feed your arse my boot is a fairly accurate statement. I don't think I really need to explain the dialogue. It's a bunch of bandits. They're bandits. And they made the critical error of thinking that they can take me. Or perhaps I've made the critical error of thinking I can take them. No, I definitely have not made a critical error. Alright. It's one group of dead bandits. Now there's a few ways you can go about finding the camp. Either there are two groups of bandits that you can encounter, and either one will reveal that you can tell either group that you want to join them. We are just basically going and dealing with the first group and then joining the second in an attempt to get more XP. Because as you all know, those of you who have been here before, we are desperately trying to get to level 9, which is easier said than done. And give me a second, I'm going to have some audio issues. I'm trying to get things set up. Okay. Should have just been a couple seconds there where there wasn't any game audio. But anyway, where are these guys? I know they're in this area. Question is where? I really don't know. I thought they were up around here, but I didn't see them. Ah, here they are. I didn't go far enough to the east. West. East. West. You can tell I'm good at this. We don't have any swords, dude. So, that means we're good, right? But no, we want to join the group. And I apologize if you can hear any eating sounds. I needed a snack before I got started, and I didn't have time to get it in. Alright, so there we go. We successfully convinced them to take us. Hey Navi, how you doing, man? So basically, this guy is just saying, why would you bring recruits here, you nincompoop? And this guy is Tazok, the head of the operation, at least as so far as we've seen thus far. And he's a half-ogre. And he thinks that that guy's a moron, the guy that brought us. Which he is. But he wants to test us. Tazok, the half-ogre, wants to test us and see if we're up to snuff. So he's going to test us out. And we're going to try and not get hit by him. Because Tazok hits like a truck. So far, so good. We've dealt 3 good hits to him. Oh yeah, that was a crit. Now, interesting note. Back in the day, back when the original version of this game released, you could actually kill Tazok. And if you did so, you got a very, very useful item, which you normally could only get one of in the game. But you, by basically exploiting the game to kill him, you could get 2. Excuse me, I don't know what's gotten into me. I'm having a hard time speaking. No, the answer is not alcohol. So we're just going to take a look around, get the lay of the land. There's a lot of good loot here to get, but unfortunately, we are not going to be able to get any of it, just due to the nature of this run. For example, the item that Tazok would drop if we were to kill him, we can still get it, we just don't get it by killing him. They, in the Enhanced Edition, they put it in a... they put it in a chest so you can get it. As for what the item is, Navi, it is a pair of... Oh, I'm trying to remember the exact name. I believe it gives you +1 Thaco, which, for those of you who don't know 2nd edition D&D, it's +1 to hit, and it gives you +2 damage. Gloves of the Master or something like that? I can't remember the exact name of it. But yeah, in the Enhanced Edition, they removed the ability to glitch kill Tazok to get the item, and instead put it in a chest so that the power gamers and exploit masters would still have something fun to find, which I personally really appreciate. That's one of my biggest critiques of the Enhanced Edition, is just the fact that they removed so many fun little glitches that allowed you to do cool things like that. For example, we met Dritz Do'Urden earlier. He has one of the only sets of heavier armor that you can still stealth in the game. And they removed the ability to get it from him without outright killing him. I believe you couldn't... Actually, let me correct myself. I don't believe you could ever get it without killing him, but what you could do was you could pickpocket his swords, which were both like either +2 or +3. I want to say they were both +3, like Icefire and Keening or something like. I don't remember the exact names of the weapons. I'm not too knowledgeable about Dritz Do'Urden and his stories, but you could pickpocket those 2 swords. +3 Navi, yeah. So 2 very powerful weapons that you would normally not be able to get a hold of, and yeah, you could pickpocket them back in the day, and they've removed that, so you can't do it anymore. And I understand why. It's absurd and silly and illogical, but it's also a video game in which I can, punch a giant ogre in the face, and I get it. There's everyone has their own degree of suspension of disbelief, but personally, I was very disappointed that you could no longer do that. I remember back when they first made the change, I don't think I was too vocal on the forums about the change, but I do remember openly expressing my displeasure. Because when the Enhanced Edition first released, you still could. That wasn't something they had patched out at that point. And I remember making good use of it. It was very fun. Oh, Twinkle is one of them? That's entirely possible. The names do not stick with me. There are certain weapons in this game that I remember very well, like Rashad's Talon, which is a +2 scimitar. Obviously, you've got all the really powerful weapons from the second game, Cromfair, Karsamir, things like that. But as far as there's just certain ones that really don't stick with me, and Dritz. It's really hard to do a possessive with his name. But anyway, his swords really don't stick with me. Oh yeah, Celestial Fury, that's a classic. Basically what Kretus here, this random bandit that walked up to us, is saying, he is the newest recruit before we got here, or was the newest recruit. So he is basically excited that we're here now. He's not the lowest rung in the totem pole, even though we could break him over our knee with the slightest of effort. But either way, he's telling us that we now need to guard this tent. Which is funny. He basically points out that that's the main tent. That's the big bad guy's tent. Well, I say big bad guy. It's the boss of this camp's tent. It's Tazok's tent, as well as his high-ranking officials. So anyway, we've cleared out the cleared the fog of war. Let's check out and see what in these little tents there is to see. We'll go in here first. It doesn't look like these guys have much to say. Okay. Well, we'll come back and punch their face in later. So he just gave us a set of leather armor because we're new recruits. That's his job. He gives the new recruits armor. We, of course, need to promptly drop it on the ground, but hey, you know, it is what it is. So this guy right here, there are basically two groups of bandits that are working under TotSC. One is the Chill, which are a group of hobgoblin mercenaries, and they're led by Ardenor Crush. And then over on this side of the camp, you have the other group, which is the Black Talons. And the Black Talons are all the human mercenaries that we've been seeing and fighting throughout the game. But let's talk to Ardenor.
They certainly will accept anyone these days. Keep to your side of the camp if you wish to keep your heads. My hobgoblins might like the meat on you.
Oh, that's not advisable at all. I'm a little on the tough side. They might bust a tooth or two getting me down.
Perhaps they might at that. You had best be careful with that wit around TotSC. Ogres are not known to appreciate the subtleties of half-orc humor.
Yeah, that's fair. So you can't go into this tent, unfortunately. Like, this is where the entrance is, and there's no option to enter. So let's go check out this one. Okay, well, he's rude. We tried to get some information out of him. It didn't work. I think if you threaten him, he will give you information. But honestly, there's nothing that's really of great use to know. He tells you, TotSC's in charge. He runs the place. The Black Talons, the Chill, they exist. The main tent is over in the east. That's about it. Nothing really useful. Alright.
You come to mock Garclax. Garclax's clan have been in cave long enough. Let us out now, or die!
Sorry, you ugly gnome, but you won't be getting out today.
Then you won't get out either.
So yeah, this is just a bunch of gnolls. They got put in here. I think if you talk to them about it, they say they were fighting in the camp the day before and they got put in here as punishment. Ooh, hit me pretty hard. Yeah, that's a good time to heal. Unfortunately for them, despite the fact they hit pretty darn hard, we're level 8 at this point, so as long as we don't crit miss like that right there, they don't really stand much of a chance against us. I don't remember if I went into this tent or not. I want to say I did. Yeah, it's just an empty tent. Well, we've met the head of the hobgoblins, the head of the chill. Let's meet the head of the Black Talons, Targal's Kosan. I am Targal's Tinhammer, leader of the Black Talons. You are small and weak compared. Remember this. You cross talons and I kill you. Not with hammer, with little finger. Slowly. You've my respect, but I'll not fear you. It's better placed with our quarry. Ha ha ha! Good attitude. Be sure to keep it when Tezak arrive. He hires Black Talons for Iron Throne, but you take orders only from me. Understand? Stay away from Chill as well. They only are friends until the job is finished. I like Targaz. He's a hard ass, but, you know, he leads a bandit group, so kind of has to be. Anyway, let's start kicking up a fuss. How about that? There's really no specific thing to do that makes everybody attack unless you attack them, or alternatively you go into Tazok's tent. But I want to save that for after we've wiped out the rest of the camp. So, let's start wiping out the camp. These are all regular hobgoblins, so I'm really not concerned about them. I am concerned a little bit about Ardenor. He can hit kind of hard. So, I'll take him down first. Do I have any more heals? Yes, I do. Good. Alrighty, you just heal up and keep on moving. Oh, what the heck? It completely de-stealthed me before I even got a chance to swing. That's irritating. Not that it really mattered much. We hit either way, and unless you're a rogue, there's no sneak attack or anything. Just gives you, I think, a slight accuracy boost if you're hidden. Boom. Wow. He hit us with a crit. That's exceedingly unexpected. And unappreciated, I will add. We're getting hit a lot. I mean, we only have an armor class of 1, but that's not that bad. I mean, to be fair, we are not kiting or anything like that. We're facing all these guys head on. But at the same time, we shouldn't really need to do a whole lot of kiting, nor is kiting particularly effective when you have a huge group of enemies. I mean, it's decently effective, but not as much as one would like. Yeah, Navi. So what I did was I used a program called EE Keeper. It's based off of an old program called Shadow Keeper that was used for all of the games in the series, Baldur's Gate, Icewind Dale. It was used for all of those back in the day. Ooh, we were getting really pummeled here. It was used back in the day to edit things like Baldur's Gate, Icewind Dale, and then when they created the enhanced editions, they updated it. Well, I don't know if they updated it before. I think it's actually that a different group took the framework of the original and then updated it for the enhanced editions. Either way, we have a wonderful little device. It's completely free. It's very easy to find. And you can edit all sorts of stuff. You can edit class, race. I wouldn't... You can't use it to create things that just flat shouldn't exist, like a paladin rogue or a paladin thief. But you can use it to do things like make a half-orc monk, or create a... you can create a kitted multiclass, for one thing. So, for example, I have a run in Icewind Dale that I've been thinking about doing that involves a Kinsai mage, which, for those of you who don't know, a Kinsai is a fighter, well, for those who know 5th edition D&D, it's a subclass, but it's called a kit, and it is basically an unarmored martial artist, but without the punching and kicking. And it pairs incredibly well with mage. But in the normal game, you cannot do a multi-class that has a kit involved. So what a lot of people do, I mean, it's generally considered one of the most overpowered combinations, is to have a human start as a Kinsei, level up to level 9 or 13. There's 2 different schools of thought. And then you dual class, which means you can never level up in your previous class again, but you can start leveling up in a new one. And you retain the benefits of your old one. And this is limited to humans only. But you can then dual class into mage, and you become absolutely absurdly overpowered. So with an EE Keeper, you can actually do a multi-class version of a Kinsei mage, which means you get to level up with both classes at the same time, which I'm not actually sure would be more powerful in Baldur's Gate. I think having it as a dual class is probably better, but in Icewind Dale, the way levels and experience is calculated is different, and it's absurdly good in that game, or should be, anyway. But I digress a lot. Oh, you're doing that class right now, Navi? Nice, nice. Yeah, I've never played it before myself. I've never been interested. I will say, though, I am tempted to try the multi-class version in Icewind Dale. I think it could be a lot of fun. I'm also planning on doing I'm planning on having Thief as part of the class as well, so that should be fun. You can only do one, what's it called? Kit. My mind blanked there. You can only do one kit, though, even in a multi-class. So you would be a Kinsai Mage Thief, but you couldn't do a, for example, Kinsai Evoker Assassin. You couldn't do that. Ooh, that's a nasty combo, Navi. Alright, so we're all healed up. I think we wiped out the entire camp. I was talking there and honestly got distracted. Our character just kind of mows through things. Let's head in. Alright, so these are clearly bad people, so I'm not even going to give them the chance to speak first. I'm just going to try and take out the wizard. Okay, wizard's down. Alright, he's down. I got poisoned. That's fine. Alright, well, we killed them all. We did, unfortunately... Did we successfully use our healing ability? Because it says we started casting there, and then it says spell failed, because we took 2 damage from Briddick, which I think was past tense, the gnoll that was attacking us. And I'm not 100% sure. I think that that was our lay on hands that we tried to do. And we have not tried to use our Cure Light Wounds. So this guy, Ender Sai, is a prisoner. He's not actually one of the enemy. And he asked us if it was time for his execution, essentially, though not in those exact words. And we said, no, of course not, bro. You're good. And he's talking about all the different characters that are part of this operation. You've got the Black Talons, the Chill, Ardenor Crush. He mentions Molahay, the half-orc cleric that we killed in the Mines of Nashkel. Apparently, Ender Sai gives us some additional details and says that he set himself up as a kobold god returned, and legions of the brainless barking fools believed him, ready to do his bidding till death do they part. And we were just going to say, yeah, he's dead. We killed him. But then we ask him who Tazok was working for, because Molahay was working for Tazok, and Tazok has to be working for somebody. And Ender says both Crush and Kosan think he's getting orders from the Zents, but this guy, Ender Sai, says that they are not, the Zentarum are not the reason that this is all happening. I'll read his dialogue here. Quote, a desire for silence isn't the only reason I wear soft-soled boots. I wear them so I can tell whose toes I'm treading on. I didn't mess with no Zentarum. I picked my enemies and I messed with one group and one group only. The Iron Throne. And right as rain, here I am as Tazok's personal prisoner. You do the math. So he tells us to head over to the Cloakwood if we're trying to find the Iron Throne. Which we will be happily doing very soon. As soon as this poison wears off and we can heal ourselves. So what's the rest of your team comp, Navi? You said you're playing a Kensai Mage. Good, evil. Who have you got with you? Well then. That was... Did not realize that was going to spawn a cutscene. Either way, that lightning bolt really did not do anything to us. Fortunately, I appreciate it. I'm not sure how it missed us, but that's not the first time lightning bolts have just kind of not hit us this game. I think the lightning bolts are definitely more dangerous when you have a tight space and a lot of people, which we have neither of. So I'm going to take one last look around the camp to see if there are any other bandits hiding out that we can deal with for a little extra XP. And then we will head on over to the Friendly Arm Inn for a little peace and quiet. Actually, that's not entirely true. We will be heading back to Baragost for a minute because we need to turn in Vi's Bounty upon Bandits. And then I'd also like to take a quick trip to Fireleaf Forest down here to see if we can't find ourselves a... Oh, we got an enemy? Where is it? There it is. To see if we can find ourselves a winter wolf to kill. So we'll head down to Baragost. And head all the way down to this inn. Of course, thankfully, we full healed due to our 20 constitution and the travel time, which, to be fair, it was a day and 4 hours worth of travel time. So certainly enough time for us to heal up. Oh, all we got was a rep increase. That's disappointing. I was hoping for some XP. Of course, normally the best thing you get from her is the fact you can sell bandit scalps to her for, I want to say, 50 gold a pop, which is a hefty sum, especially considering you just raided a bandit camp and wiped out a bunch of them. I realize those three were still standing around because I never talked to them after completing that quest. I think because I realized that all I would get was a potion, but I still wanted to see, at least, if I could get something else. I could not, unfortunately. Either way, let's head down here. Yes, okay. I want to say you can find a winter wolf out here. I'm not sure if there's actually a specific area in which you can find a winter wolf. I feel like I've found them in multiple different areas. But I feel fairly strongly that this is an area I've found them in multiple times. Ooh, I don't know what that little jolt was. It is entirely possible that we will not find a winter wolf here. I do not know for certain that they exist in this area. I just think they do. If we click on that... Yeah, it doesn't give us any clues on where to find them or anything. It just says, hey, they sell really well. I won't waste the viewer's time anymore trying to find one. Alas, we were unable to do so initially. Oh well. It's fine. It's not like we really missed out on too much. Did I forget to... Yes, I did forget to take a nap at the inn in Beargast. At the Jovial Jester? I think it's the Jovial Jester. Either way. Oh. So we meet Elminster again. We've met him a few times at this point. So he's just asking that, it's saying that he's heard a lot of things about us and he's most impressed. We are hoping that they're good things. But Elminster replies that would depend on whom you ask, wouldn't it? He personally approves, however, because we are considered a hero. We've done nothing but good things, probably. Mostly. And then we ask him to give us any more details, and he said about where to go next, and he says, yes, Cloakwood. Go to the big scary forest. And big scary forest is correct, because there are a lot of spiders in it. We'll just take a very quick nap. Did we not get the... All right. So that was what I was looking for. That's one of the reasons why I was trying to take a nap. I wanted to get that cutscene because it also gives us a new special ability. Slow Poison. And this is exceedingly valuable in the next area. We finally have a way to deal with poison. And I am very excited about this. In time, it will be less useful because in time, our character will basically have as much will have immunity to poison. But at the moment he does not, and poison really hits us hard. It doesn't help that we are now in a new area called the Cloakwood, which, honestly, for what it's worth, might as well just be called the Spiderwood, because it is rife with the buggers. We got some Svarts. Sure is nice to be swinging as hard as we do now. We just kind of obliterate the enemies and keep on moving. I think I said as hard as we do. I meant as fast as we do. We strike twice per round. And it is very useful. Good, good. So that was our first spider. It is not the last spider. Not by a great, great long shot. You know what? Let's see if the bear will attack us. Yes. I want the bear to attack us because that's a great source of XP. Ow. They do hit hard, though. And we took 2 hits, but we got 420 XP. Blaze it, I guess. Oh, we were not stealthed. I thought we were hidden in shadows. That's unfortunate. Let's talk to this guy. Aldeth Sashenstar.
Oh, I apologize for my rudeness. I mistook you for someone else. Let me introduce myself. I am Aldeth Sashenstar. You must understand that at the moment I am under a terrible amount of stress. You see, my dear sir, there is a group of uncouth savages who have declared their intention of killing my friends and I. I've been holed up in this cabin for several days and have lacked the wherewithal to try and make an escape. Perhaps you kind folks would help a fellow in trouble?
Oh yeah, of course. That sounds awful.
Good. I'm glad you had the sense of decency to help a man in my situation. Let me explain my predicament. My friends and I come here every year to do some sport hunting. This year, however, a group of woodland savages threatened us with bodily harm if we did not stop our hunting trip. Being civilized men, we realized that it's well within our right to hunt where we damn well please. After a few more days of hunting, the crass woodsmen lost all pretense of humanity and murdered Elben, one of my oldest friends. I'm sure that they plan to attack our cottage here, so we had best be prepared.
Trespassers and butchers of our wood, I, Siriad, have come to administer the punishment that you have brought down upon yourselves. Yet, who are the ones that stand beside you? With them we have no quarrel. It is now to you that I speak. These men have most likely duped you into protecting their sorry hides. They have most likely not told you of the truant they have slain in cold blood. I will allow you to rethink your earlier decision and leave these men to their most deserved fate.
Do not listen to these slavering wild men, my dear friends. They lie as befits the uncultured barbarians that they are.
Don't you think you're being rather harsh, Siniad? We can't just let you murder Aldeth. Come now, why don't we come to a peaceful solution? You have made your choice, fools. Now you will suffer together with your hunter friends. Holy moly. I expected that to be a bit of a challenging fight. It was not. We just obliterated them. I give you my gratitude for the aid you have given us. If you ever travel to Baldur's Gate, come to the Merchants League estate, and I will aid you in any way I can. Take now this small token of my appreciation. I do appreciate it, but I cannot take it. I will take the 2,000 XP I got for that quest, though. In addition to the... Oh, what was it? Whoo! The 4,000 I got for killing Syniad. That is juicy. That puts us a great deal closer to leveling up. See, now we're starting to get further into the main quest. We've really completed all the side quests that are around, and as a result, we now have a phenomenal amount of XP being thrown our way as a result of the main quest. There will be more side quests in time, but we've really cleared all the ones outside of Baldur's Gate. Now, I'm not aware of any other major quests in this area besides that one, but there are always plenty of little nothing creatures to punch in the face for some extra juicy XP. If I can actually hit, I'd appreciate not being stabbed to death by a bunch of Tazloi. There we go. Did I get 3 crits in a row? No, I think I just chunked them. Okay. And here we find a cloak. This is actually an item that we can pick up. The reason being is that this is a quest item. We got this quest way back in Chapter 1? Yes, Chapter 1. Gurk's Cloak. Gurk, a crusty old dwarf in Beargost, has had his supposedly famous cloak stolen from him by a bunch of Tazloi in the Cloakwood. After our brief encounter, I've come to the conclusion that I'd do almost anything to rid him of that sour mood. And, as it so stands, we finally managed to get to the Cloakwood and get the aforementioned cloak. Can't use it, of course, but at least we can pick it up and, in time, deliver it to him for some extra XP. It's hardly a difficult quest, though it is a quest you can't do for a very long time. This is the first opportunity we've had to do it. The reason being is that the Cloakwood has been completely closed off to us for absolutely no reason other than plot device up until now. So it just so happens we can make it here now and therefore get ourselves the cloak. And I am not hidden again. This is unfortunate. I would really like to be hidden so I can get first strike on the spiders. Oh, wow. That crit to kill it will certainly do. And, of course, I'm nice and hidden for the bunch of Tazloi. You know, the creatures that I really probably don't even need the stealth for. There we go. Back in the shadows I go. So anyway, how's everyone doing today? I'm doing pretty well. I am starting a new schedule for the course of this summer. Hopefully it'll work out. Today's the first day of it, and we'll see just how well I can stick to it. It does involve streaming every single day at 10:30 p.m. PM EDT. So whatever that is in your personal time zones. And I am very excited about streaming this much. The plan is to stream Baldur's Gate 3 times a week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and to stream whatever I'm in the mood for Tuesday and Thursday. So basically my kind of intention with the streams is to have a schedule for the primary game. Whatever my primary game is I'm playing at the time. And then going ahead and having whatever I'm in the mood to play on the other 2 days. And nice, Navi. Keldorn's one of my favorites. I don't know. I like older characters, so he's always been a fan favorite of mine. I guess, well, fan favorite's not really the right term. Fan favorite is more implying that a large group of fans like him, which I do believe is also true. One could argue that I am a fan, and he is one of my favorites, so therefore he's a fan favorite. But that's a bit, well, splitting hairs, shall we say. But yeah, I'm excited for the new schedule. I did not mean to go all the way to Nashkill. That was the wrong button. Meant to go to Baragast. Whoops. But yeah, I'm excited about the new schedule. I had a great workout today. It was my first time really lifting in a while. I'm training with a friend who has a garage gym. I'm still not heading back to the gyms just yet.
Put that thing away, you damned fool. I'm a bleeding tourist attraction now, around here now. There's money in that. Losing this old cloak was the best thing that could ever have happened to me. No more hacking and slashing my way through life. Nah, I've got it easy now. Keep the damn cloak in good riddance.
So he does not want our cloak, or his cloak rather. Which just means we're going to toss it on the ground. We will take the 300 XP though. But yeah, it's my first time lifting in a while. It was a tough workout. My arms feel like jelly. But I'm very excited to have done it. I'm very excited to get back into it. Even if it's not a proper gym, still. Now, where on earth are we? Oh, did I get waylaid by enemies? Oh, okay. I did not hear the dialogue very well, clearly. That's what I get for talking over things. That is a lot of ettercaps. I really don't want to keep getting hit by these guys. They're only doing 1 or 2 damage at a time. But I know they can inflict poison. Like that. Okay, well, I guess now that I've been inflicted with it, I might as well keep trying to hit them. Oh, this is starting to rack up quickly. No, why would my character try to do that? Ooh, oh, shoot, I'm dead. Yeah, that's it. Dang it. I was not expecting that to go down so quickly. Cool, I didn't get the ogres, which I really wanted because of the XP, but I did get the ettercaps again. That's awesome. Oh well, maybe I can do better this time. Or I can just not swing. That works too. Son of a gun. There's one. On the bright side, these guys give a hefty amount of XP. 650 a pop. I'm timing my attacks wrong. There's another one down. I don't know if y'all noticed, but I quiet down when I'm trying to focus on really... Whew, okay. Really getting them. That was stressful. Oh, son of a... Yes, thank goodness I got away in time. That was a web trap. Wouldn't have hurt us, but it would have been annoying. Okay. We've made it. So this guy is just asking us to find his brother. He and his brother came here into these woods because his brother had a fancy sword called Spider's Bane. And Spider's Bane allowed well, Spider's Bane is just as it says in the title, it kills spiders very well. Was that like 3 critical misses, or... I guess so. I just kept missing. That's always fun. So this is the great challenge of this area. Web traps. I figured I'd demonstrate. You walk into them and you get stuck. And it's very dangerous because the spiders, of course, are immune to the webs. Because why would they, suffer like the rest of us? So let's wander around while the web traps are disappearing. Also of interest, you can't save while those web traps are going. So you can't even quick save to make life easier. Speaking of Rashad's talent, I mentioned it earlier. It's actually right there. It's powerful for this game. +2 scimitar. Very handy. And for some reason, there's a giant spider. Okay, sure. I don't know where that guy came from, but whatever. So this area is absolutely a pain. Even more so when you don't have any equipment or spells to deal with it. For us, we have absolutely nothing to help. We just have to avoid the webs, not get caught in them, not get seen by the enemy. Our hide and shadows is exceptionally useful in this area, as it will allow us to trigger traps without actually being seen by the enemy. Which means we can either run away, or if it really comes to it, stand around stuck in the web trap, but hidden in shadow so that the enemy can't see us. As long as the enemy can't see us, they can't come and murder us, which is very much appreciated. So these guys are phase spiders. They're pretty nasty. I do not know why our idiot character keeps thinking that he needs to try and cast his spell Nope, and we're dead. Gosh dang it. This area is insufferable. We basically can't cast our spells if we're poisoned because it will interrupt our spell casting, which is very bad because our spell casting is our only way of actually dealing with the poison that we get hit with, and we're starting to meet these spiders that have much stronger poison. I mean, we're getting hit constantly by this poison. And we're getting hit for 3 poison damage at a time, and I don't think we're going to survive. I think this is going to kill us again. Nope, we survived. Okay. Problem is, it's really hard to run away from a phase spider, because they just keep phasing up on top of you. And it's even better when you trigger another spider. Phenomenal. Okay, we got a quick save. Quickly heal ourselves. Heal ourselves. No. Did that waste it? No, good. We hadn't started casting yet, so that did not waste our heal. Good. Okay. Okay. That's 1 deadly spider down. Now, stealth. Yes, good. Now we go find that phase spider and show him who's boss. Unless he poisons us, in which case we die instantly. Come on, punch. Yes! Okay. Good. We got him. Now we are going to immediately save and rest. And by that I mean spawn another giant spider. Okay, we got him. Okay, cool. We rested for 1 entire day, but here we are. We're good to go. Full health. We have our cure poison back. Not that it's... Yeah, this is why the stealth is nice. I don't actually know if our cure poison ability will even be of use, because if we're poisoned, we may not be able to use it. We may have it interrupted if we're trying to cast it. But in the meantime, at least we've got it. So oh, I hate this area so much. It's not even fun. Like, this area is not fun. It's really not fun when you can't do anything about it. Like, you can't even... Your character just won't make the saving throw. Okay, that's another dead spider. Let's just leave that trap alone. Go somewhere else. Oh, good, there's an nether trap. I say that half seriously because while dangerous, they do have really... Son of a gun. Hey, we successfully cast it this time. Nice. While dangerous, the Ettercaps do give 650 experience, which we are very close to leveling at this point. So, I'm actually going to take another nap. Spawning another spider, of course. Hey, there we go. Now that we know our slow poison can work against these guys' poison, I really want to have that in my back pocket. The speed of poison damage received and the strength of poison damage received varies depending on the type of creature you're facing. So, for example, there are also wyverns in this game. Wyvern poison, don't even bother trying to cure it. It's going to hit so fast and so hard, just reload your game if you get it, pretty much. I fear that the phase spiders that hit us previously, that we died against a couple of times, are the same way. I think that they just hit so hard and so fast with their poison that we can't. We just either have to not get poisoned, or we have to avoid the avoid the enemies like the same way we did with that fight where we killed one and then we ran. Okay, that's one down. Oh, son of a gun. That's what I was afraid of. Good. We dealt with it. Ow. Ow. That was too long a way to run. Maybe not. I mean, we missed, but... Alright, one more. Oh gosh, I moved too soon. Ow. Cool, one more. Ow. Okay, that's fine. That's not what I wanted, but that's fine. Whew! Okay, we got him. So that is one really annoying group of enemies down. Thankfully. No, 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 no. There's a lot of backtracking in this area if you haven't noticed, just because you're trying to explore areas that don't have web traps on them. Okay, that was the most dangerous spider out here. That sword spider. Which I do not want to fight at all. I don't even want to fight it without the trap going. It's that scary. I mean, we'll still fight it, but the potential for us to die horribly is high. Run, don't leave the shadows while you're still visible. Okay, now that we have a quick save, I'm willing to take on this spider. Yes! Okay, we might be good. We might die, but we might be good. I think we'll be fine. We have a lot of HP, and we got poisoned by the huge spider. I don't actually know if sword spiders even have a poison. I don't believe they do. The problem with the sword spider is that they hit like trucks, and they hit very quickly. We took... Let's see here. Did we actually get hit by... Yeah, we only took 4 damage from it. We managed to avoid its attacks pretty well, surprisingly enough. For the most part, we didn't get hit too much. But with the speed at which they attack, they can really deal some serious damage if you were unlucky. We were lucky. Absolutely, we were lucky. With that in mind, let's quick save, because I don't want to have to try and repeat that luck. It could be that they're not as dangerous as I thought, though, for this character. There is the potential that this character will just kind of mow through them. I don't expect that to be the case, but there's potential for it. Well, let's go down here and check out this area. I have no clue what's up here. I always forget. A lot of this area is just spiders and more spiders. Oh, my word. Ah, yes. A good big nothing. That's what's up here. Excellent. We just have to hope that we can run through this. Nope, we got stuck almost immediately. Ah, well. Such is life, I suppose. Oh, no. Oh, no. So this is actually working well. We're tricking out their phase programming, their phase AI, making them phase around more than they attack. That's actually working really well. I would not have expected us to be able to abuse their phase AI that way. But we did. Phase AI. Their combat AI? I don't know what to call it. My brain is blanking. Oh my word, I'm really glad we did not trigger that. That would have sucked. If we got hit by that and the phase spiders were just sitting there chewing on us, we would definitely have died. But hey, we managed to get an extra, what, 2,800 XP? That's pretty sweet. I won't lie. Alright, time for the worst part of this entire thing. The boss. I have no clue if we can actually do this. I am inclined to say we flat can't. So this is Centiol, a weird, fat, deformed human woman spider thing. I don't honestly know what she's supposed to be. But let's ask her, how have you come to dwell here? She's cursed by the Archmage John Irenicus for the indignities done to him and his wife by me. I loved John, but now I hate him, as I hate you and everything. Interesting, but what's more interesting is the fact that... Oh, yeah, we are in a bad position now. Definitely gonna die here. Yeah, no, that's a death. Ouch, that did not work at all. Anyway, the interesting thing about her talking about John Irenicus is the fact that John Irenicus is actually a major character in the second game. So this is going to be a very fast-paced chase fight, and I don't know if it's going to work. We're going to have to see. Okay, so far so good. I did get poisoned. That's unfortunate. Ah, dang it. Spellcasting failure. As long as I don't get stuck getting hit too much, that shouldn't stop me. Oh boy. Okay, this is tense. Okay, we got her. Her. It's a spider. We got it. Question is, did we get all of them? I don't think so. We definitely didn't get the Eder caps. And we didn't get Centiol herself. Do I care? Okay. There's nothing out here. Let's go inside. There's just Centiol and one spider. Can I kill it without getting hit? Risk it for the biscuit. Alright. And Centiol herself, I don't think could actually even touch us. So, there we go. One dead, weird, cursed fat woman. And we can leave the sword here, since we can't use it, of course. But we do need to take Chilak's body. Unfortunately, Chilak, the brother of that guy who had the Spider's Bane, did not survive. Will you please kite effectively? Oh my word. I know all of you are thinking, yeah, that's your job, Karen. Pretty sure that's your job to do. That's beside the point. The game is dumb. Oh, come on. I attack twice per round, and then my character stands there like a numpty. If I die to this one last Eder cap. Okay. Whew. And that's a level! Woo! Okay. Alright. Whew. That's going in a highlight reel. Level up. Okay. Boys and girls, we are level 9. And do you know what that means? That means that we now have magical fists. Our damage just went up by 1. Our THAC just went up by 1. And it's all because we have fists plus 1 that deal 1d12 damage. Yes! Okay, this is big. This means that there is nothing, I don't think, in the game that we cannot hit. And I forgot to save, so I'm going to die to this spider, and it's going to be really awkward now. Okay. Now save. Save. There we go. So, Chilak basically, or excuse me, Tiber takes Chilak's body and decries their foolish journey here. Which I agree, it was a very foolish journey. They shouldn't have done it. But they did. And he paid the price. Either way, that was exciting. I don't know about y'all, but that got me pumped. bear did not want to attack. This one does. Oh my word. We're so much more damage now. Like, we just hit so much harder. It's exciting. And to be fair, I